Streaming live. Starting. Here we go.
Okay. Make sure I look okay.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Adorkly podcast. We are streaming this live on YouTube right now. I'm sort of seeing how this goes, so forgive my inattention at the moment. Also, I should really tweet this out right now. Eventually I'll get a system and this will just be like whatever. But as I do this, this is episode 14. Oh my gosh. Oh my
I
gosh.
know. It's like, wow.
So your host is myself, Cindy, and the lovely Hannah.
Hey.
Oh, awesome. So this starts like with no sound already, which is freaking fantastic. But I'm just gonna stop
What?
the
Wow.
playback. Yeah, so it doesn't like hear on my microphone here, my lovely blue snowball. So I believe the chat is live. So if anybody happens on YouTube to and able to watch, my God, I can't talk. Yeah, you'll be able to actually chat with us today. Last time we tried to do this, we did it through Google Hangouts, and unfortunately the chat on YouTube was disabled, which is not what I wanted because actually the YouTube channel is a bit more important to me than the Google Plus. Google Plus was
Yeah.
just the means to an end, really.
I was just trying to see if it would work, right?
Yeah, exactly, and it didn't, So
It didn't.
I was like, whatever, you guys. I'm trying to see what the link is for this. Go live. Yeah. I think this is it. Let me test it out. Sorry, you guys. I'm like being like really. This is a bad episode. I'm gonna have to edit this out in the actual podcast. I want to see if this actually works. Yeah. So what's up with you? How was your week? Or your 2 weeks? We're actually a week behind, but that's okay. But how was
Yeah,
your
we are.
channel?
I can't think of anything that I've done lately. Like, how terrible is that? Watched a little bit of Doctor Who, because that's coming off Netflix 1st of February. So I was like, all the episodes that I haven't watched and that I wanted to rewatch, better do that now.
So
So I was doing that
yeah,
this morning.
you were kind of like you were just raging about that as I came on Skype. So first of all, we had the news that Stephen Moffat was coming down from writing. He's done an amazing. He's basically the reason why we have Doctor Who right now in this day and
Yeah.
age. Like he's just revitalized it and brought it back, and it's just more awesome than it's ever been, in our humble
And now
opinion.
he's stepping down.
And now he's stepping down, and I'm not surprised. Are you surprised?
Not really. I knew it was coming, but still when it happens, you're like, are you kidding me? No. I have
Yeah.
this love-hate relationship with that guy.
Right? Oh, he's made us cry and rage and all kinds of things, but he's made us really
Yeah.
happy
But
too.
he's a good writer.
So,
Like,
oh, he's
he does a good
amazing.
job.
Yeah. So, but I think his ideas were drying up. Like the well is pretty much done. So I could kind of see. Maybe he just needs a vacation. Maybe that's
I
what
feel
it
like, yeah,
is.
just take a break and then come back refreshed with better ideas and you'll be fine.
Exactly. So, okay, so this like sorry, I'm just like interrupting, but this just automatically tweeted this out. So, our Dorkly podcast,
Nice.
we just yeah, so I'm just gonna retweet it on my other thing. So, perfect. All right. So yeah, that's I kind of feel like Steven had his day, and it's time for him to go. And but
Yeah,
like
time for some new blood.
yeah, new ideas, and I guess going on with that, possibly a new doctor already, even though we just got
Yes.
Peter.
So there's a rumor that Peter Capaldi's going to step down with Stephen Moffat after, I think he was leaving, possibly going to be leaving after season 10, I believe. I guess it's been 2 seasons that we've had
I don't even
him.
know like which
But I don't know, it
seasons
always
we're
takes me like a
on.
season or two to warm up. So I'm like, don't go. You've just started.
Yeah, exactly. This was his first season, and so he would be on for one more season, and that's it. Do we get one more
I
season?
think so. I don't think it's confirmed yet. I think it's just a rumor. But I'm like, probably.
Okay. Okay.
And we'll
Well,
have all those people that are like, I want a woman doctor. And I'm like, No,
I think no.
a ginger.
I think
A
they're.
ginger doctor.
I think a ginger doctor. Oh, you know. Okay, I had the perfect doctor. Who was it? Damn it! It was ginger too. And it was like it was. Oh my god. Well, first of all, there's the guy from Star Wars, The Force Unleashed, the ginger there. Do you remember him?
Oh, that was like in Harry Potter.
Yeah, that guy. I could see him being the doctor.
That
He's
one would
pretty
be awesome.
badass. Like, damn, he's scary. You know?
Yep.
But there was a ginger kid I just seen in a movie or somewhere, and it'll come back to me like after the show, and it'll piss me off. But
Yeah.
and I was like, yes, it would be perfect. Damn it, I can't remember now. It's good.
You're like, I don't remember now.
But yeah, I think like a really young teenage doctor would be very interesting. Just to go like
I think so.
on the flip side.
That's exactly it.
But I do feel like they've been warming us up for a female doctor, so that would be the natural progression, I think.
I don't know how I feel about that though. Like, I don't know. It's just weird. Like, it's always been a guy.
Yeah, so
That's
what?
so
Who cares? It's
like, I'm a
Doctor
girl.
Who.
I'm like, whatever.
Anything can happen, and that's what's awesome about it.
Yes. That would be kind of cool, I guess, but it would just take a lot of getting used to. Like, we thought, like, Peter Capaldi took a long time to get used to. This would be like, are you kidding? It's a chick?
Took the whole season, which is why I'm not liking the rumor that he could possibly leave after only 2 seasons.
Yeah, because it takes you like a season or two. It took me a season or two to warm up to him. So
Absolutely.
I'm like, don't leave. I just got used to you.
Well, it's so funny because when Matt Smith took over, I didn't think I would ever like him, like before even seeing his performance, before even seeing like the first episode, because I was so attached to David Tennant, like so attached.
Me
I was
too.
like, there's no way that you can top this. It's not gonna happen. And then I watched the first episode with Matt, and I was like, I like this guy. And then a few episodes later, I'm like, I love this guy. He's amazing. But this didn't happen with Peter. Peter literally took me the whole season, so that was really hard. And
It did. It took me to season 2 because when I started it, I was like with Clara. I was like, I don't know.
And I think
then as it went further along, I was like, oh, I do like you.
Yeah. And that's most of the fandom felt that way. It seemed that it just took all of us so long, and maybe that was really hard on the cast. You know what I mean? I'm just speculating. Yeah. But if somebody's really critical of your work and is like, "Oh, this isn't as good as it used to be," then you're like, "Oh, geez," you know. So
because honestly, I really watched I think I stopped at season 8, which is terrible. Like, I watched a bit of his, and I was like, I liked his season, but then I just kind of I don't know, it's like I kind of got out of it for a little bit, then I'd come back and watch a bit more, but I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like, I like you, but I'm not I don't love you like I love 10. Like, I rewatched 10 seasons over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think 11 is just top notch. 10 rips your heart out over and over and over and over.
Yes, it does.
It just that's all 10 is just tears after tears. But with 11 though, there was a lot more. It was weird because sometimes it was lighter in a lot of respects, but in other respects it was a lot darker too.
It was, that's exactly it.
So and then Capaldi came, and it's like they didn't know what to do with 12. I feel like, so that's why I'm not surprised.
That's how I felt too. When they brought him on, and it was like, oh, okay, and y'all just were like, well, here's a new doctor. 11 was really hard to you just. I feel like you just get used to them, and then they take them away.
It's like there wasn't a big plan. There was well, for 10 it was kind of let's see where this goes, and then 11 it's there was a master plan behind everything. And I think we went because we were so used to that at that point. When the first episodes with Peter started, I kept trying to draw parallels and find clues that went nowhere because that's not what it was about. And I had such a hard time letting go of that train of thought. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was weird because it was I think this is how it's supposed to go. And then it's oh no, but it doesn't work like that. I'm I don't know what to think of this anymore.
Exactly. But anyway, so that's what's going on with Doctor Who. And you were saying earlier, now they're taking the whole thing off of Netflix. What the
whole
hell?
thing off of Netflix February 1st. If you want to watch Doctor Who, you better get it in before the 1st,
Get it now.
which is like in a few days.
Binge watch. Bring your nachos and your pop and whatever it is. I'm having like, this is orange juice and ginger ale together. Like, orange juice is like super thick at the bottom for stupid reasons. So I had to put in like, trying to put as much ginger ale as possible.
I have never heard of that one, actually.
Yeah. But yeah, bring your munchies and your Twinkies and whatever you need and watch freaking Doctor Who back to back to back because it's gonna be gone and it is so many episodes.
I know. I was just watching one episode this morning and I was like, oh my god, I like hardly remember this at all.
Yeah.
I was like, I feel like I need to rewatch these, and I was like, but I've got so much to watch. Like, God.
Too much going on. Actually,
exactly.
Speaking of Netflix, I've been doing some serious binge watching of
What
other things. Hey?
What have you been watching?
Well, I told you I finished. You recommended The 100, so I finished all of that. And is there a new episode? And then the new season 3 came out with the first episode. I watched that, like, bang.
Right? I watched that too, dude. That was insane.
That was crazy. Okay, so The 100, for those of you who have not watched it, is kind of like a Hunger Games-ish TV show, where it's post-apocalyptic, so it's after like a great war that basically decimated and irradiated planet Earth. These humans sent themselves into space to save themselves, and we're basically like
an arc.
Yeah, on the Ark, like it's called the Ark. It's like a space station that hovers above Earth, and it's supposed to be the last of humanity. And they're waiting out until the radiation levels go down, and it's safe enough for them to go down there. Now, because it's an Ark, it's a space station, space is really limited. They have a very severe penal system. So if you're an adult and you do anything wrong, you die. Like there's no compromise, basically. Because they can't.
And it's like you're only allowed to have like one kid and shit like that.
Only
too.
You can only have one child, and if you have another child, it's like it's a crime. You basically again get floated, which means you die. They throw you out there a lot. Like, and
yeah, it's pretty cruel, dude. Like, wow.
Which is why there's only one brother and sister in the show, right? And their mother.
Everyone else is all
sacrificed.
single child.
Everybody else is a single child. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But anyway, so what happens at the beginning of this? This is like the original setup. They do have prison, but only for the juveniles. So if you're not 18, then you get sent to, I guess it's like prison for kids, but it's also like rehabilitation or whatever.
Yeah,
normally after you've done your sentence, you would go back to living on the Ark. But in this situation, they want to test out if Earth is habitable. Also, their air supply is almost done. They can't live on the Ark for much longer, and they know this. So they send all these 100 kids. There's 100 of them. That's why the show's called The 100. They send them to Earth to test out if it's livable. So basically, like, send them out to die. Right?
Yeah, they're like, check it and make sure that we can live down there. But if we don't hear from you, we'll just assume that it's all gone to shit.
Pretty much. So they send these kids down, and then they give them like a radio. And of course, the descent is like horrible. And they get there, and it's like they have to figure out how to live, and they can't contact them right away for whatever reason. Which I can't even remember why exactly.
I don't even remember why either.
But there was complications with the landing. So anyway, and the radio wasn't working, so they had to get the radio working or whatever. So for the first few weeks, the adults think that they're gone, they're dead, and then
they're like, "Well, so goes that plan."
Yeah, exactly. And then so over the season is basically like the kids trying to survive on their own, and then finally reaching the Ark, talking to the adults, like, "Hey, we're alive," and then the adults eventually go down. It's not really a spoiler. That's just how it is.
Lord of the Flies, the first season.
Very Lord of the Flies first season. Now, second season comes around, and things change. Because now everybody's on Earth. And then turns out they weren't alone. They weren't the last of humanity at all. There was other humans living down there with all, and it's all kinds of problems. And then it like season 2 was like Fallout, like especially during the end. It was just like holy crap, and I loved it. Like season 2 is my favorite. Now season 3 just started, and now it's like Fallout meet. I don't know. It's like Fallout on crack or something. It's
something like that. That's like that's how I would describe it.
Like Fallout gone tribal or something.
Yeah.
So it's really good. I highly recommend it if you're a fan of the post-apocalyptic genres. You might have to kind of, you know, grind through the first episodes because they are slower.
Yeah, because Sydney wasn't really into it when she first started it, but then she got hooked. It's one of those ones you have to stick with because it gets really good.
Exactly. And I'm glad I did because now I'm like, wow, this is so good. It's so amazing. So, yeah. So I binge watched that in a few days. It was ridiculous. And then I just finished watching all 3 seasons of the Hemlock Grove, which was, I think was Netflix, like, his first, like, made for Netflix. Wasn't it the first?
I feel like it was, yeah.
And one of the first, anyway. One of the very early ones. And that just finished. And or finished not too long ago, and that's basically it's a horror. It's like if you took something like Vampire Diaries, okay, because everybody probably knows this, or Twilight, right?
Yeah.
And you actually made it realistic and horrible, like absolutely horrific, and there's not really a happy ending ever, like.
And you know what? That sounds like my shit, like so much.
Like the happy.
I was like,
yeah.
What's it like?
The people you thought was gonna get a happy ending don't get one. Like it's kind of like really, I love it because it's very surprising and it's very realistic, even though it's technically with vampires and werewolves. So and gypsies, there's gypsies, so which is cool. And yeah, it's
gypsies that turn into fairies. Yay!
What's that?
Gypsies that turn into fairies?
No
way.
No, there's no fairies. There's no fairies.
Good.
Jesus.
I'm looking at you, True Blood.
Yeah. They're supposedly an angel, but it turns out to actually not be anything at all. So there's no angels either. There's none of that. It's very folklore, like old, I say Russian, or no, not Russian, oh my god. Anyway, it's old, like, European folklore. Dark shit.
Nice.
Yeah, like Vlad the Impaler, but older. Older mythology of vampires.
That sounds amazing. I have to watch that.
Yeah, actually, they're not called vampires, they're called umpirs, and I think that's an actual term in folklore, so if you look it up, hey? Yeah, like mythology kind of thing, and they have like their own mythology and stuff. But they're very similar to vampires, but they're not because they don't just suck your blood. They rip you open and eat. And it's mostly blood, but it can be other things too. And they just they really fucking go to town. It's disgusting. It's super gory. It is. You can't be squeamish to watch this show. So it's super gory.
If you can handle The Walking Dead, this is probably for you.
Oh, it's fine. Yeah, oh yeah. If you like The Walking Dead, yeah, oh yeah. The Walking Dead is actually it'll make The Walking Dead look good.
Dude, wow.
That's what I thought anyway. I mean, other people's might have other opinions. They might think Walking Dead is worse, but I didn't think so. I thought this was more visceral than The Walking Dead. Now, The Walking Dead to me feels like a bunch of props all of a sudden. I was like, seriously? But yeah.
Let's watch this.
Ridiculous. I just finished it this morning before work, and I didn't think I would actually be able to do it. I was like, yeah. It's amazing. So that's what I've been doing.
Dude.
What have you been up to watching?
I've been watching, this is so horrible. Normally I'm nerdy shows, but I watch a lot of British TV, a ton.
You do.
So what I've been watching lately, the BBC did a new adaptation of War and Peace. So there's only 4 episodes. That's nothing. That's a day. So I got out ahead, and my friend is actually recording it on TV for me, and she was like, oh, we'll wait to watch it till next week. I'm like, oh yeah, sure. So then I watched all there is. So now when I go to her place, I have to pretend like I've never seen it before. So I'm like, shit, that was intelligent. But I'm like, I can do it. But it's like, you always feel like such a bad person. You're like, I didn't see that coming. Totally saw that coming.
You were like, yeah, oh, look at that. How surprising.
Oh my God, what? I did this with her before. It's on another British show. I was like, oh my God, that's horrible. And I was like, I totally saw that like 2 weeks ago. Time waits for no man. But yeah, no, like, there was something nerdy I watched lately, and I was like, that was awesome, and I can't remember it now.
That's okay. Jeez. British shows are damn nerdy, I gotta say. Like, that's pretty
They are.
Yeah, that qualifies. You're good.
Oh, well, nerdy thing about the new War and Peace is that one of the main guys is actually played by the voice actor of Cole from Dragon Age Inquisition.
Oh, that's the guy! Dude, that's the guy! That should be the new Doctor Who.
Oh my God, can you imagine? I love that guy. That would be so awesome.
It would be amazing. It would be perfect. He would be like this skinny ginger kid.
Yeah.
And then his first thing that he says would be like, oh, I'm a ginger.
Finally a ginger. Oh my God, that would be so perfect.
Yeah, I want to see it. So yeah, that's so cool. That's what's been going on. So I had like...
speaking of Dragon Age Inquisition, I finally finished the main campaign of Dragon Age Inquisition, and it was amazing.
Yay! Yeah, like you finished... Did you finish with the DLCs or without?
Without. I don't have the DLCs yet. So
that's okay. You know,
finish apparently Trespasser, right? That's the one I need.
Trespasser is like, if you're gonna get any of them, if you just want to get one of them, that is the one, because it has the true ending, which ties everything up that was left, and it. Save for the credits and the post credits, you have to watch the whole thing, because
of the Trespasser.
Yeah, when you're done, don't click anything. Just sit there. Just keep watching. And when the credits
roll, I sat through the whole credits of the main game, and then had that special little end scene. I was like,
there's more of that after Trespasser. Okay, so watch till after the credits, and then keep watching. Yeah, it's like awesome. So, and then you get like a hint of the next game, which is Dragon Age 4, or we don't know what it's gonna be called, or you know.
Oh my God, sweet ass. Okay, I gotta get that one ASAP.
So
but I was like so happy. I just finished the story because I've been working on that for forever, and you finished that like way ahead of me, and I was like, I don't know what's going on.
If you know what I would recommend you do is, instead of, because I think you were thinking of starting a new game and then adding Trespasser to the new game. But honestly, once you get Trespasser, just play it with your current character just to see it, because then we can talk about it. Yeah, and then it doesn't take that long. It's just like a couple of hours. You'll be
like, just do it.
Just do it, like that, because then we can talk about it. And I'm just freaking dying. I can't spoil it because it's too awesome.
Right, I will.
Yeah. I'm like, I just flipped like this few times where I was playing Trespasser and I was just like, what? Yeah.
Okay,
so cool.
I will get that right away here, probably. The only thing is I play on like PS3 and that sucks because I feel like we haven't game forever because I'm not playing on the PS4 right now, and I'm like,
okay. Because you know what? I have a hard time playing Elder Scrolls Online because it reminds me of Skyrim. So I'm trying to finish Skyrim. So when that's done, I'd be like, okay, now I can play Elder Scrolls Online. You know what I mean?
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I had some... Sorry to all the gaming people out there, but I had some really strange guy talking to me the one day because, like, we would play Elder Scrolls and then we'd pause and we'd both go get drinks and stuff. And we were standing in, like, I don't know, it was like a shared microphone space or whatever. And this guy started talking to me. And he had like this kind of creepy voice. And I honestly thought it was like Cindy's husband. So I was like kind of going along with it. And then he started talking about like Tamriel and Khajiit. And I was like, this is totally not her husband. And then I was like trying to like move away. And I was like, oh my God, this is so weird. And then I ended up shutting off like the group chat or whatever. And I was like, I don't even know how I did that, but that was not cool.
That was so scary.
Antisocial gamer.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was so terrifying. Don't leave me on my own ever guy
again.
talking to me the one day. But yeah, that was a cool game.
It's fun. It is fun, but I play a lot of Final Fantasy 14, so I was trying to get you into that because I'm for sure going to be playing that. And I can get you in my guild on Fairy. Fairy, where all the cool kids are. It's actually
I will one of these days.
Yeah. I'll send you that invitation and stuff. Because the base game is $20 right now, which is really good. So by the time you're ready to play, maybe the expansion will be cheaper. Maybe. I don't know.
Nice.
So it really sucks though, because like there was a Steam sale and the game, like the pack with the expansion was like, it was like 50% off on Steam on PC, which pissed me off because they didn't have the same deal on the PlayStation. So.
Oh, that's so stupid.
Yeah, it's dumb. But anyway, but you know what? It's probably gonna take you like a while to beat the main game anyway. So, and you can't play the expansion until you beat the main game, the base game.
Okay.
So,
which should probably take me like forever.
Depending, yeah. I'll help you though, because what it is, it's mostly
go to like level 50 or whatever.
Yeah, which seems like a lot, but it's not too bad.
That is a lot.
Yeah, but I can show you how to level fast. Not fast, but at a good rhythm. And then it's actually, you know what? There's bonuses now to help the newbies, so it's pretty good.
Nice.
I think the hardest thing for new people are dungeons. To clear that, and we can clear dungeons.
Yes.
Like my free company or my guild or whatever. That's like all we do is clear dungeons. So, and help people clear dungeons. Like, anybody need a dungeon?
Nice.
Do you need a dungeon? Because we can do dungeons. Like, every time I log in, I'm like, hey, you want to do a dungeon? Like, sure. So, yeah.
Like, you want to do that? You're like, okay.
Okay. So, yeah, but we'll see anyway. So, we kind of went off track a little bit there. Podcast, I was trying to be good this year and write down, like, a list. Is my list of and I only have like 2 things. I only have 1 thing on here, and it's like Stephen Moffat leaving Doctor Who. I suck. I fail. We have like 20 more episodes.
Taking it off Netflix, and yeah, what else is coming up soon? The Walking Dead comes back February 14th. I was like, thank you, AMC. Now I finally have a date for Valentine's Day.
Absolutely, and nice one. Also Deadpool is coming out. I think we talked about that last time.
Yes, that's right.
We'll try to see that together. And then
definitely, that's the 12th of February.
Yeah, you wanted me to check out the FanCon in Prince George, which I actually have not. I started to look at it, then I had to go. So, but yeah.
Well, it showed up on my Facebook, and apparently this place that's only 4 hours away from where I live has, like, just recently started their own Comic-Con, and this year they have, who was I looking at? They have, the one I saw, they had Merida from Once Upon a Time was coming.
What?
They had Brett Dalton from, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., like Ward, like, oh my god, he doesn't even come to Edmonton, he's gonna come to Prince George. I was like, are you kidding me right now?
Okay, dude, I seen a picture, sorry to interrupt you, I seen a picture of him and that he posted of his family at Halloween, and him and his wife and his, like, kid, and they're like a family of dorks and little geeklets, and I love them. Like, they're just so fucking adorable. Like, oh my god, your family's adorable too. I just want to pick you up and squeeze you and hug you and yeah. Like, seriously. You can anyway, I just wanted to say that. So Brett Dalton.
Yeah. Hey.
Mark Meir. Okay, here I am. I'm on the page. Candace Patton.
Like checking, dude.
I feel like I should know her. Garrett Wang. Of course Garrett is there.
He shows up at like every flippin' Comic-Con. It's kind of cute.
Oh, dude, I gotta see that movie, Con Man, with Nathan Fillion and Alan Tudyk. That's actually out. I think you can watch it on Vimeo.
Really?
Yes. And it's actually episodes. This is like a season or something like that.
Is
Or
it? It's
miniseries.
amazing, isn't it?
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet because I forgot about it until now. So, but we're gonna watch
Dude.
that. Yeah, I know. I was actually so looking forward to it, and then I seen it, and I was gonna watch it, and I forgot about it because life, you know. But well, this is really cool. Like this is Prince George in northern British Columbia. We're northern girls, so this speaks to us.
Yeah, so everything is like really far away. And I feel like such a traitor because I'm going to the Calgary Comic Con, but I'm not going with Cindy. And I'm like, this feels so weird and so wrong, and I don't like it.
Dude, Paul Amos, the guy who played Vex on Lost
Yeah, and
Girls,
who's
there.
like Jacob Fry from Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Shut the hell up.
And did you see freaking it's like Dyson too? Dyson was coming.
Dyson and Rachel, so they're totally gonna have a Lost Girl panel.
Right?
Again, which is amazing because I'm actually not even caught up on Lost Girl yet. We started season 3 with my husband because he's never seen it. So we're on season 3. That means season 2 was freaking long. Season 2 is twice the length of any other season. There's usually 13 episodes. I think there's 23 or 24 in freaking.
That's like a lot. Like we're used to like smaller seasons, so that's like easy.
Like, wow, Lost Girl, you went all out for season 2, so that's why it's more expensive. Because I don't know if I told you I was on Amazon to order them, and season 2
and you
was
said
like super
season
expensive.
like 1 and 3 were cheap, and season 2 was like paying through the nose for it.
But that's why, because it's like huge.
They're like, this was like double the episodes, so you pay double.
Yeah, tickets. Here we go. I just want to see how much the tickets are. Friday. Jesus, this seems expensive, but maybe it's
How
just
much are they?
Well, Friday pass is $29, $34 for Saturday, and $34 for Sunday. Is that a lot or full weekend?
Not really, because when I bought tickets for the what did I buy tickets for? For the Calgary Comic Con.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got the 4-day pass, and it's like $160.
Okay.
So I think it worked out to about like $40 a day or something.
Okay, well, that'd be cool. But, I mean, we don't even know if we're going, and if we were going to go this year, it would have to just be, like, one day. So that's not too bad.
Like, have a look and see who's coming on what days, right?
Yeah. Well, anyway, I don't know. I don't even have a good costume.
I know, you know what? That's my thing. I was like,
the...
I'm going to get, because I wasn't planning on going to any Comic Cons this year, so I was like,
yeah,
okay, well, that's fine. And then suddenly it was like, boom, you're going to Calgary, and I was like, shit, I have nothing to wear.
Exactly. Well, I guess I could actually redo my my comic version of the hell with the gloves. I can't think today. Seriously, Quake. Because if I were gonna meet Brett Dalton, I'd be doing it as Quake. You know?
Damn right.
But
see, like I can't decide what I want to be. I'm like thinking of recycling like a DC character and then meshing it with Star Wars because my friend gave me a lightsaber that I really want to cosplay with. But same time I don't want to carry it around, so I'm like,
I'm so jealous of your lightsaber. You should like show it to us next episode.
Yes.
Oh, did you show it to us last time? I'll
take some pictures of it and post it on the website.
Oh yes. Yay. So yeah. So anyway, that could be something that happens or not, but definitely next year, definitely, because that's really close by, so it's not a big drive for us.
That's like stupid close. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's really really nice. Other than that, what else is happening? So Deadpool's coming out. Oh, we've seen Wonder Woman stuff. Wonder Woman. Yeah. So that's good.
Looks awesome. There is like I am getting tired of a little bit of where it's like Wonder Woman is a new kind of heroine. Like every time you see something about it, it's all like, oh, it's a girl. Like yeah, we get it. It's a girl. Whatever. Like it's Wonder Woman. Like I just feel like they're making a big deal out of this. Is like the first female superhero movie. I'm like, for God's sake, stop it.
Yeah, I know. It's like relax.
Yeah, it's like calm yourselves, okay? Like Wonder Woman has been around for a long stinking time.
It's not like we haven't had other movies that had a strong female lead as the center. Like, I feel like we're forgetting that because it's such a big
I
fucking
feel like
deal.
it's because she's a superhero, so
Yeah.
now it's like, wow, this is the first like strong female you've seen. I'm like, seriously?
No,
Shut
it's
up.
not.
That's what it feels like when I read like things about it, like upcoming like press releases and whatever, and I'm like, for God's sake, like you act like this is the first time a girl has actually starred as like a hero in a movie.
And meanwhile, there's like freaking Mila Jovovich, who's like fucking owned like everything geeky for years and years and years. Like, shut the hell up.
And I was like, Alice, anybody? Seriously?
Alice,
Stop it.
yeah, and oh my god, help me out. I'm like the biggest badass of them all. Well, there's two actually. Terminator.
Oh yes.
Okay, Sarah Connor.
They're taking that off Netflix too. Sorry.
Oh, really?
The first Terminator they're taking off Netflix.
Okay, well, anyway, Sarah Connor and oh my god, Aliens.
Ripley.
Yeah, Ripley. Like, what the shit, you guys? Like,
I know,
whatever.
but I just feel like they're like, oh, Wonder Woman, superhero, and you're like, would you come on? Like, she's not the first one. I just feel like that to me is like making a show about somebody like a black person and being like, look, it's the first like black person movie when it's not. Like, it just seems dumb.
Yeah, it is. No, it is. I totally get the struggle there, the frustration. I mean, I know it's nice that we finally have, because I really wanted to have a oh my god, I can't think, the redhead in Avengers, Black Widow movie.
Black Widow, yeah.
I really wanted a Black Widow movie for Marvel, but I think we're getting a Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers movie instead, which is fine. I mean, I'm actually totally looking forward to that. So
there's like so many Marvel movies coming out the next little bit. Like, I think the next one is Captain America: Civil War.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is gonna be like
my husband had the nerve to be like, Winter Soldier, like, I don't get it. What's the big deal? I'm like, what the hell? Get over there.
Get the hell out of the room.
Like, friendship, it's the struggle, the bromance.
You're like, for shame. No.
Oh my god. But this is like, he doesn't watch Supernatural either, so, and he probably would like Hemlock Grove, which by the way is not only gory and amazing, it's a bromance, which is great.
Dude, those are my favorites.
So yeah, so I was like,
that's like the only ship that I'm actually like, I laugh at and I actually like, with like two guys is freaking like Cass and Dean. Like, that's just like every fangirl ship. Like, I don't care if you're like, no, like I don't ship them. I'm like, dude, I ship them, and I'm like, that's not normally my thing. Like, that's like the only two guys.
They're
I'm
so
like,
cute.
You guys are perfect.
It's like the Star Wars: The Force Awakens and like freaking Poe and Finn. Like, their chemistry, like the way that it's off the fucking charts. Like, I could totally see it. I don't believe it, but I see it.
Like, you have to ship us, like, maybe.
Like, it's amazing though. Like, they mesh so well and they acted like so well together. Like, it really felt that they had an instant connection, or that they had a lot of fun on set. I mean, it was so good.
What is their ship name, Cindy? Is it
I don't know.
Pin or Foe?
Pin or foe? Oh no. Oh my god.
I've seriously given serious thought to that, and I'm like, what should it be without it sounding like totally idiotic? Yeah, sweet.
Oh, it's so funny. But yeah, I know this. Like, I totally, actually, you know what I've been watching today? I don't want to talk about Star Wars again, because last time we're like, no, let's not talk about Star Wars because it's over now. But I'm still obsessed with it. I was watching theory videos.
With it. I've only seen it once.
I'm still yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I'm still watching like theory crafting videos on YouTube. So if you check out our likes on Adorkly right now, it's like, yeah, I'm liking all these theory crafting freaking about Rey and about, she has to be a Skywalker. I'm sorry, that's like, there's no other explanation.
That's exactly it. There's some fan videos that you're like, that actually makes sense. And then there's others. Like, remember, spoiler for anyone who hasn't seen the last season of Game of Thrones yet, but that were like, Jon Snow isn't dead. And we watched that one guy, and he was like, do you see how the blood is moving, like, really slow? And we're like, that's, like, obviously, like, a time lapse on the camera.
You're grasping.
That means nothing. That was so funny. That's like, I can, like, see the straws you're grasping at, but it's not quite there. It's like, look at their eyes widen, like, a tiny bit. And I'm like, no, they don't. Like, we watched that scene for, like, half the time. So we were like,
I'm like, dude, don't get us wrong. You're right. He's not dead, but that's not why. Like...
Because his blood was moving a little slow. I was like, bitch, it's cold outside.
It's cold outside. It's called dramatic flare or some shit. I don't know.
Right? They're like, don't you see? The blood is moving really slowly. And you're like, that means jack shit. Just say
the better theory that I seen about that, though, was that the Red Witch came into town at the same time.
Yeah, which makes more sense.
Now that makes more sense. Yeah.
I was like, if you're gonna suspect anything, like, draw in the books or, like, actual, like, logical things. And, yeah, that was just, like, I don't get it. That was the dumbest video I'd watched on it. I was like, that sounds a lot like wishful thinking and less like an actual theory to me.
So, what I really liked about the Star Wars theory crafting I was watching today, earlier actually, before this podcast, was
added it to your list.
Was why, if Rey's a Skywalker, why does she have a British accent? Or it's not British. It's like it's Australian or whatever. Like she's got a poshy accent.
She does have a poshy accent.
And if you notice, though. This is hilarious, but if you notice, the good guys in Star Wars, like the rebels and the, most of them, not all of them, but most of them have American accents. Like the whole...
Except for that one that was James Bond, that was very British.
But he was a part of the Imperials, though.
True.
So generally speaking, the Republic guys, not all of them, but most of them, especially the ones that we know very well, all have American accents. And the Imperials all have usually British accents or some sort of other accent. Did you ever notice that?
Rey is English.
Okay, that's what I thought. So I was right? Oh.
You're right.
It should just be by default, but whatever. So anyway, she has a British...
When I hear accents, I'm like, you're all British by default until I find out what you actually are.
Yeah, so anyway, if she's like Skywalker, he's saying that her mom indicates that possibly her mom was an Imperial. And that she was probably with Snoke, or Schnook, or is it Snoke?
Just when you said Schnook there, I was like, he's Snooky. He's Snooky.
That's all I thought about, like, when I was, like, watching the movie. Seriously, I was like...
Everyone's like, Snoke's probably, like, wee little, and I'm like, I don't know. He was
okay, so that's
ginormous to me.
That's actually part of the theory. So Luke is teaching young Ben, to become a Jedi, and he's teaching these other Force-sensitive children, right? And then these old Imperials, with General Snook or whatever he's called, come along to help. Yeah, whatever. And anyway, he meets this lady who's used to be part of the old empire, but it's destroyed now, so isn't. They fall in love, blah, 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 get a baby. This baby is, like, super Force sensitive, this little girl. And young Ben becomes, like, as she grows up, she's like, and she's being taught as well to be a Jedi. She's this Padawan as well. She becomes super strong, and maybe she's just really good. And Ben becomes, like, his ego takes a hit, one too many hits, and then there's Snook or whatever, who's like,
just saying it makes me laugh. That is not what you want for a leader of the frickin', like, order of whatever.
That's why a lot of people think he's someone else, which I might mention later. But yeah, it's actually not his real name. It's like an alias to hide his real identity. But anyway,
what?
Yeah, and so he prays on Ben, just like Palpatine turned Anakin, just preying on his fears and his insecurities and stuff. So that same thing, and then turned Ben. Ben ran away, whatever, came back, and then like just went AWOL and tried to kill Rey. Probably, she probably has another name. Rey is probably not a real name, which I've suspected. Just like Kylo
probably
Ren.
the name she gave herself.
Yeah. Like she probably doesn't even remember what her real name is, actually. But like Kylo Ren isn't his real name either. We learned later that it was Ben, so I'm guessing she has another name. In the original script, her name was Kira. So, whatever. And yeah, I like Rey better. But anyway, so during the massacre, possibly the mom died, which would make sense. And then Luke, instead of retaliating, because he couldn't, because this is his nephew and it would be vengeance, he takes, this is literally taken from like the video I just watched, but anyway, and then takes his daughter and his friend, Lore, oh my god, these names are just crazy. You know that the hermit dude at the beginning who gives a piece of map to Poe?
Yes.
And we're like, who is this guy? Okay, well, this guy is a friend of Luke's, and he's a relic hunter, and he was helping Luke discover Jedi relics. So anyway, they're really close buddies and whatever, and he takes them both to Jakku. So this guy, frick's sakes, I forgot his name. Him and Rey gets deposited on Jakku, and he gets told to look over her while watching after this piece of map, the last key to finding where Luke is going. And Luke like takes off because he has to remove himself, right? Yeah. So anyway, that's the theory, and I'm like, that's pretty much what I was thinking. Yeah.
You're like, not gonna lie, I totally thought of that already.
Yeah, just there's a few other details that I was like, well, why? What's with the British accent? Because usually that's an imperial shtick. Usually. So. Yeah. But then there's Obi-Wan who had British accent, quote unquote. So I don't know. Just speculating. The other thing too was that Snoke is Darth Plagueis. Have you heard this one?
No.
Darth Plagueis was the master of Darth Sidious, who was Palpatine. And Palpatine supposedly had killed him, but supposedly Darth Plagueis had mastery over life and death, because that's the hook that he gets Anakin on, remember? And that never made sense to me. Is how the hell can you kill a Sith master that has mastery over life and death? Maybe you can't. And that would explain why like he looks like he's all like melted and burned and shit. And the other theory where you were saying that he's probably a little guy was exactly like another theory I heard, that he's actually like a Yoda type of like ancient race, and then he's actually like really tiny. But I don't know.
And he's like, I'm gonna feel like I'm huge. This is the biggest I've felt in my whole life. So he like hologram projects himself as like a giant. I was like, that dude's big, but I feel like he's compensating.
He's compensating for something. It must be. Exactly. Oh, that's God. So funny. So yes. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. And then I've been playing a lot of Skyrim. But I'm still not where I want to be. I have all these stupid side quests. I'm like just hitting the last of my side quests, and then once that's out of my journal, because I have OCD. I have journal OCD. I have to clear all the quests in my journal, and in Skyrim, that is awful because you keep popping into them. They throw quests at you, right? Like it's candy.
Right.
And I actually have mods that disable that feature. It's that bad.
What?
Yeah, I have, because I play on the PC and I have mods that basically like certain quests will not appear unless you take a direct action, which in MMOs is what you have to do. But in Skyrim, it's like you bumped into someone and all of a sudden you have a quest. It's like, what the hell? I didn't even accept.
Oh my God, that's so true. It'd be like you started this quest there. It'd be like, I went through my journal because I've been playing just like a little bit of Skyrim, but I was like, started it, and I was like, I don't remember picking that up. And it's like, no, you just casually walked by the person that had it. And now you got it. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I didn't sign up for this.
You overheard a rumor, and now you must take care of it. I'm like, what? Who does that? Like, nobody.
Actually, I don't give two shits. Like, no.
Most of the time, it's like, you keep walking. Like, I want the realistic approach, you know?
That's exactly it. I'm like, I don't bump into a stranger and be like, tell me all your life problems and I will solve them for you. For a coin.
You don't. Like, why would you do that? So, anyway, so after, like, I have to find a Red Eagle's... Actually, I just did. I forgot I did. I just found Red Eagle's sword. So that's done. And now I can continue being a Dovahkiin. So I have to go to Solitude and go to the embassy and infiltrate the Thalmor embassy. So it's like the High Elven embassy, which is really fun.
Oh, for God's sake. I hate stealth missions, dude. I'm always like, get spotted within 2 seconds. I'm like, can't I just kill y'all? Like, I don't want to do this.
That's what I was like the first couple of times. I was like, can I just kill everyone?
That's like playing Thief, where it's like, you've been discovered, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I'm used to being able to, like, stab my way out of it, so this is like, what are you kidding me? Like, what? I got, like, discovered trying to run across a puddle in the dark. And I was like, this is the dumbest thing ever. No offense to people that play that. If you could, like, stealth play, like, Thief, like, power to you. I can't. I'm like, I don't get it.
I lose patience, usually. Like, I just can't. I can't be bothered.
It takes too long to do anything. Like, seriously.
Yeah, it does.
Seriously, I was trying to sneak into a party, and I was like, I can do this. And then I couldn't figure out the jump button, so I ended up, like, splashing across this pond of water every freaking time. And the guard would turn around and they'd be like, you've been discovered. And then you'd get the whole, like, click, you're done, game over. And I'd be like,
you're thrown out.
Like, no. I'd bump into somebody and I'd be like, no. And I'd be like, trying to smack them with, like, you have a little stick or whatever. Yeah. And I'd be like, get away from me. Bonk, bonk. Like, run. Yeah, no, that sucked. Give me a freaking sword.
OMG. All right. So is there any, like, new games coming out that you're looking forward to? I feel like there's nothing.
I don't think so. I think Uncharted is in March, and I'm really excited for that. But I think that's about it as far as I know right now. I can't think of anything else that's coming out right away.
I had my game of the year, which is Fallout 4, and now I'm done. Like, I just...
You're done?
No. Like, I'm done waiting for games to come out. Like, I don't think there's anything...
dude, I thought you meant you were done. I'm like, I have done nothing with my life.
No, the only thing I'm looking forward to is...
Like
oh, no. Is Mass... Oh, I'm not even close. Is Mass Effect Andromeda, and that's not coming out till forever, so...
Yeah, it's like the end of the year, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, the end of this year, so that's good. That'll be good. By the time that comes out, I'll be like...
And then there's that other thing that I'm kind of interested in. It was like, it was like Zero Dawn Horizons or something like that.
Oh,
and it was like...
That's not a priority. That's like... If
no,
I have time, which
that's just like, if it happens to end up like on sale, then I will buy it. But Uncharted, I want Uncharted 4 for sure.
So,
for real.
You know what Al told me the other day? So
what?
We're looking at, I don't know, he's looking at stuff on the PlayStation. He's like, I want to play The Last Order. I'm like, no, you don't. I'm like, no, you don't. I'm like, I mean, maybe it's good, yeah. But you said it's...
Oh, is that that game, The Order?
The Order. That's the one you played.
Oh, The Order 1886? That is such a shitty game. Okay, I picked that for like $20. And I was like, this feels like watching a movie and they let you push a couple buttons to make you feel like needed or something. But... that's it.
I think you were in denial at first because you were like, oh no, this is pretty cool. It's kind of fun.
And then I had to do a knife fight with a werewolf, which was the worst thing I've ever done in my whole life. And it was so nasty, the cutscene when you like didn't dodge fast enough. I was like, this is so gross. You pretty much like get knocked down and it rips your throat out. And I'm like, oh my eyes.
Was it like a clicker scene from, like, dying from a clicker scene from The Last of Us?
Yeah, that. Yeah. But, like, it's this great big, yeah, it was totally like that. It was disgusting. I was like, oh my God. And of course I'm doing this, like, late at night. And it was like you were supposed to move the right stick instead of the left stick. And I'm like, left stick all the way and wondering why it's not working. And then I was like, I got this. It's okay. And then I was like, oh my god, I don't want to do this anymore. And it's just dumb shit. Like, your character's like, hey, I'll go check the basement by myself. And you're like, no, you won't, bitch. Like, it's just stupid. Like, I wanted to really like it, but I'm like, there's, like, Zippo's story, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as I'm playing along, because I'm, like, playing it an hour at a time, because I've heard it's only, like, it's under 10 hours or whatever.
It's really
so
short.
It's like,
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard it's, like, 6 hours. That's what I heard. So I was like, oh, well, we'll give it a... And it's like, yeah, the cutscenes are, like, frequent, which is, like, they're nice cutscenes, but I feel like it should have been, like, a movie or something. Like,
there's
just
no
make
gameplay.
it...
There's no gameplay. It's like, why?
No, there's hardly any gameplay. So I was like, well, okay then. And it just... Things don't make sense, because, like, when I started the game, you're getting, like, the shit kicked out of you in jail. Like, you're getting, like, waterboarded. And I'm like, this is so not cool. Aww. And then, like, 5 minutes later, it's, like, the opening credits, and you get out of jail, and you jump off a bridge. And then it's, like, then suddenly you're, like, high and mighty in the order now. And I'm like, how the heck did that happen? Like, it's just, yeah.
No gameplay. You don't even get to experience your rise to power or anything.
I know. I hate to say it's not even worth the $20, but it's not. I was like, I'm so disappointed right now. Really.
Yeah.
And everything, like, the playing style at first was very Assassin's Creed, so I was like, this is cool shit. And then I tried to sneak up behind a guy, and you have, like, a button that flashes on and off before you stealth kill someone, so you have to make sure it's on before you stab them. Well, wouldn't you know it if, like, I'm just, like, half a second off, and it's, like, that one every time. They, like, turn around and shoot you in the face, and you're like, are you kidding me? Like, no. That's not how this is supposed to work. Yeah. Tell me he doesn't want it. It's a bad game.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, I don't know. I don't think so. He's like, well, it looks so pretty. I'm like, it only looks pretty.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
It's just a pretty game, but that is all. No story, very little gameplay.
Like, I don't think you would enjoy it, so I was like,
no.
Pass. So, well,
yeah, I like watched the trailer. I was like, I really want this. And my brother's like, you don't want it. And I'm like, I do. And I pick it up for $20, and I'm like, you aren't even worth the $20 I spent on you.
Aren't you glad you didn't pay like $70 though?
Oh my god, what a ripoff! It was $70 for so long.
For so long.
Everyone's like, don't buy it. It's a waste of money. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty, but that's all it's got going for it.
So that's good. I'm glad I didn't get it, actually. And now I have too many games to play. After Skyrim, I gotta play The Last Remnant, which is old. But I'm looking forward to it, because it's on PC. And it's really Final Fantasy-ish. Like, it's total, like, JRPG, so, which I haven't done in a while.
Nice.
And then Assassin's Creed after that, so... That's gonna be
I'm trying to get back into Bioshock, and like, keep playing shit that I always play. It's, like, so dumb. But I'm actually trying to, like, accessorize a little more, like...
Sorry.
Yeah. But I, like, picked up, I was playing I really like Bioshock Infinite, so I was gonna play that, start playing that again. But then I started playing, like, the DLCs for that. They have, like, the Buried at Sea DLCs for it, so I was like, oh, I'll just play those, because those are nice and quick. And then, wouldn't you know it, I, like, play it on medium. Like, the normal thing for regular people. And I'm like, why am I getting killed all the time? This doesn't even make any sense. I almost had. Almost. Then the big daddies come out, and I'm like, peace the fuck out. Like...
Running the other way. That's how I felt in Bioshock 1. Oh my god. It was so scary.
I'm scared of everything in Bioshock 1. I think I'm, like, stuck at the part with, like, it's, like, the plastic surgeon boss, and I'm like, I can't do this anymore. It's so scary. Like, shit.
It's so scary. Yeah, he's creepy as hell. Oh my god. And then getting there and everything that you discover around, like, he's messed up sculptures and shit, and the people he left behind, I'm like, oh. Sick.
Well, and then you see him in that room. He's like chopping stuff up, and he's like, "I just want to make them beautiful." And I'm like, "Get out of here!"
I'm like crying. Like,
I play so much in that game. Like, I don't want to get out of the elevator, and the voice is like, "Would you kindly like find a crowbar or something?" I'm like, "I don't want to. I want to go home."
Where's the go home option?
Like, yeah. Could you not? It's like, yeah. They're scary.
No.
Bioshock 1 is so scary.
Yeah, Bioshock is
and it's like amazing. It's all single player, right? So I'm like, you don't even get. Do you get a companion in Bioshock?
No.
The first one?
First one, no. Second one, I think, because you're a big daddy.
You're a big daddy.
which is not really a spoiler if you, because that's how it opens. Your little sister
I
gets
kind of want to
taken
try that one
away.
because I like
It's
Big
like,
Daddy's scared the shit out of me. There was a Big Daddy in the DLC for Bioshock
which is
Infinite. I was like,
why
I don't want to play this anymore.
I'm looking forward to playing Bioshock 2 because you get to be the Big Daddy. So
Yeah,
that's
see, because
cool.
like, yeah, playing one right now, I'm like, I don't like to be alone. And then you're like with the mental people, and I'm like, this is so scary.
Yeah, totally.
That's like scary shit. Anyone that says Bioshock isn't a scary game is a lying idiot.
But it's
It is
very
so
it's not a gory kind of scary. It's very mental, psychological scary, which is better. Like I really
it
like
is.
that. Yeah, and it's in it at the
Well,
same
yeah,
time.
when there's like bloody writing and you hear creepy laughter down the
Yeah.
hall, that scares the shit out of me more than something jumping out at me.
But at the same time, it's so pretty and it's so steampunky. Like I love it. I
It
love the
is,
art
yeah.
style of
It's
it.
super
So
steampunk, but it's like
yeah.
freaking terrifying. But the stories are so good. Like, oh my god. Just like the universe or whatever is like so amazing.
Yes. So, well, anywho, I think this is going to be how we end the show today. It's kind of a random show. I'm going to try to get more organized here, but
Yeah, we'll
hope.
write out lists for reals.
And hopefully we will see you guys next week, or for sure the week after, for episode 15. I don't know what we're going to be talking about, so we'll see. And
We'll see what happens.
we'll see what happens. So everybody have a wonderful week. We'll catch up with you. Follow us on Twitter at Adorkly Podcast. We are going to be live streaming these shows not every Thursday night, but on Thursday nights at around 8 p.m. ish. 8, but it's usually around 8 Mountain Standard Time. So so come check us out. Our channel is on YouTube is Adorkly Podcast. Come on, I always forget what it is. No, I'm sorry, I lied. It's Adorkly Cast. Yeah.
Yes. Because that was the one that was different.
That's the one that's different because Google Plus and stuff. So, but anyway, see you guys later.
Bye.